Hello everyone, my name is Dinesh Bisla and today I am presenting the topic of verbal communication, which is the part of effective and management communications. Before starting our main topic on verbal communication, so first of all, to know about the communication, what is the communication and the use of the communication. Uh, Simply, the communication is the exchange of ideas, information between the two or more persons through a medium in which the sender and receiver understand the message in a common sense. So our next slide is type of communication. Type of communication is mainly two types based on the communication channel and based on the style and purpose. Based on the communication channel, it is also two types, which is verbal and non-verbal. Verbal is also has two types. One is the oral communication and other is written communication. And the other hand, based on the style and purpose, it's also two types of which is formal and informal. So verbal communication. Verbal communication is communicating with the word written or spoken. Verbal communication consists of speaking, listening, and writing, reading. It's take place through face-to-face conversation, group discussion, and counseling, interview. Process of exchange information between two or more person in a written or oral word. So now let's discuss about the characteristic of effective verbal communication. इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन के लिए हमें क्या क्या चीज़ों का ध्यान रखना चाहिए, तो उसके लिए कौन कौन से पॉइंट है जिसको हमें ध्यान रखना चाहिए. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आवर कंसिडर द ऑब्जेक्ट and be sincere, use simple language, familiar word, be brief in a precise, assume nothing, use polite word and tone, say something interesting and pleasing. Uh, so our next slide is a type of verbal communication. So verbal communication is mainly two types, oral and written communication. So now discuss about the oral communication. Oral communication implies communication through mouth. It's include individual conversation with the each other and be it direct conversation or telephonic conversation, speech, presentation is the example of oral communication. The main forms of oral communication are face-to-face communication, interview, meeting, lecture, speech, presentation, and seminar, workshop, or conferences. So now let's talk about the written communication. Written communication in a written format which is exchanged between the two or more people. The main forms of the written communication are email, letter, notice, circular, manual, and reports. So our next slide is advantage of oral communication and written communication. So let's first decided advantage of oral communication. Oral communication, it is immediate transmission, time saving, cost saving, effectiveness, immediate feedback, a relationship developed between two or more persons, interacting with a large group at a time. Matches can be changed on a time. In written communication advantage, it is easy to preserve, which is we can store a long period of time. Accuracy is more than the oral communication. Clarity and clear understanding, survey, legal document, no wastage of time and money. Easy in verifications. So now our last and final topic of verbal communication is disadvantage of oral communication and written communication. So first of all, discuss about the oral communication. Oral communications, there is no record in oral communication. Inaccuracy, confused speech, no legal validity, less importance, lack of accuracy, limited use, and in other written communication, it is more expensive other than the oral communication. Time consuming is more other than the oral communication, lack of confidentiality, delay in response, and decision making. Our verbal communication topic is covered. So if you have any question or query, you can ask me freely. So thank you everyone to watching our presentation on the topic of verbal communication. Have a healthy and safe day ahead. Thank you.